All right, something a lot of y'all ain't gonna know. Besides the fact that this is the Shits and Giggles podcast with Jack and his friends. Man, we have been talking already. Me and Tim over here, we have already been rapping back and forth about getting indies into bookstores and the military push you got to do to get that stuff happening. But yes, this is the Shits and Giggles podcast. I am Jack Childress, your toothless terror. That is Robin Ginther Benary, my sidekick, my fucking savior, the woman I love with all my heart. And this week we have Tim freaking Eagle on the show. And like I said, we're trying to figure out get these books in bookstores and get audio books. We're trying to figure that out too while we're doing all this crazy stuff. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I allow you to have the privilege of meeting the one, the only Tim Eagle. Tim, break it down for everybody, man. What is going on with you and what are you up to now?
Oh, so much. I have a lot of books available, and my newest release is coming out March 13th. It's called Karma Cop, and it's already on pre-order. It's being sold everywhere. I've gone wide with my entire catalog of books, so we have distribution. I
Oh, the internet jinx is getting us. It happens. It happens. I mean, after all, he is out there in an RV just kind of roaming the United States trying to find a spot. At least he froze looking sexy. I mean, that helps. I mean, that goes a long way. Maybe we could make a poster out of it or something, put an ad around it. I don't know. He'd be pretty. Those cabinets
Christmas
look good.
ornaments.
Yeah, but look at the cabinets. Cabinets look good. I like those. Oh, he went away. Sad.
He'll be back.
Yeah. Anyway, Robin, what have you been doing lately while we wait for Tim to get his butt back in there?
I've been looking for authors to do an author directory and to find out what they're willing to talk about,
I
whether
like that.
it's narration or editing or whatever. So
See something?
mhm.
No, I was gonna say something I've been thinking about along those same lines. Maybe you could add that to your already growing list of crap you have to do because of me. Um, a a ladies list, just lady authors. Let's get them all together. Let's put them in their thing, and so that they get their spot. And I'd also like to look at maybe a group of just narrators. Matt Crow, Sean Saltzman, Jeff Hayes. Put together a list of them. Try to get them all together. And do that too, because I think that would be a blast. And there he is. He's back with his pretty face again.
Yeah.
Yes,
So anyway, that's yep. Go
go
ahead,
ahead.
Robin.
I was
No, I'm
just
good.
gonna move you guys around.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right. So Tim, what made you decide to sit down behind a keyboard and take time that you could have been doing other things. Like you could have literally been watching a TV show or a sporting event or hell, I don't know, just jerking off. Instead, you chose to clickety clack at a keyboard and put together a story. And then you didn't just do that. No, that wasn't enough. You took that story, you went to an editor, I assume, then you took that to a publisher, I assume, and bam, you put this thing out there. What made you do that?
I don't know. I just I have an overactive dark imagination, and you know, uh, I like to I like to convey that with words. And I don't know. I just enjoy like getting out of my own head of the everyday, get out of the mundane, take a step out of it, and go into something more dysfunctional, more dark, and more psychological than most people want to read, and just give a good story, and distribute my brand to people who are interested in reading Tim Eagle. And that's what I've been really striving for since early 2000s. I think I've always been a writer, but taking it seriously since about 2008, and then really elevating that seriousness in 2016 with my earlier work. So I don't know, I've evolved in the craft, and have always taken it serious, and have always been proactive. I'm just not a good marketer. I can't market myself well, and in fact, that's a strength I'm working on this year. I'm getting more comfortable with telling people who I am and what I write.
All right, dude, if there's something I've learned throughout this whole process, it's been like 5 years, 6 years now, no indie author is worth a damn at promoting. None. Like, you all suck at it. Like, it's just not in your DNA. It's not what you do. You write, you create, you present a story, and then nothing. Like, y'all suck at it. So that's where assholes like me and her come in, because we love your stuff, and we're like, dude, get this. And then people are like, well, I haven't seen it anywhere. Well, duh, because the indie author sucks so bad at getting it out there. Has that been the hardest part for you in the entire writing process? Is that the promotion stuff? Has that been the hardest part?
Yeah, I feel like only for the reason that, I'm an old school social media person. So like Facebook never used to be what Facebook is today. Instagram never used to be what Instagram is. Even YouTube isn't what it used to be. So as their algorithms change, what hurts me the most is the fact that their algorithms change because they want you to keep chasing that dangling carrot. Like, hey, I'm going to be the next influencer, instead of just focusing on the small crowd of people that you might be pleasing with whatever you're posting. So for me, I've had to evolve on those fronts, and I've had to engage. Okay, the word engage on social media, to me, the same as going out in public and
Got Blinky.
well, I have
Hey, for the
that I've been
record,
able to develop.
there he is. There he is. I was about to make the joke that the Blinky that we're getting from the feed coming in is giving me time to get my cigarettes, but that's okay. I'm a smoker. Get over it, damn it. Anyway, I want to ask you this.
I quit 3 times. Go ahead.
I quit once and went, yeah, no, not working. So I want to ask you this. When you're going through the writing process and you're putting everything together, you're just writing along. Because, I mean, first of all, I guess for my question to be accurate, are you a pantster or are you a plotter? Because I'm a pantster. I just make the shit up as I go along, and we get what we get.
I'm what they call a hybrid. So like there are times when I have jackass notes written on what I want to do, and those jackass notes sometimes become part of the end product. Other than that, I just sit down and I stare at the cursor until my fingers start typing, or I can tune out the background noise behind me, or that's I guess ultimately I'd say I would answer, but I do like to have an idea.
Dang it. All right. So I'm going to throw this question out because I feel like you can still hear me. On the clickety clack level, what's the most clickety clacks you've ever felt on any writing session? He's trying. Oh, he's trying so hard. Damn it, woman, he's trying so hard.
I'm sorry.
It's not you. It's not you. No, it's his. It's his feed. He's in an RV.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ah, he went away. Man, welcome to live showing. This is just the way it works. It happens. You don't always get a perfect feed, and we're trying like hell. But ladies and gentlemen, y'all want to check out Tim Eagle. The guy's good. He's got quality work. Y'all need to jump on it. Just go ahead and get it. The show ain't going like we planned, but that's okay. It's okay. We've been there, we've done this before, and we've still managed to sell a bunch of books for people that literally deserve to have their books sold.
Yes.
Tim Eagle is one of those. Get his books. This woman right here can testify to that.
Mm-hmm. He is very creative.
So, and that's what a lot of this is all about. We're not going to give you a perfect show every week. It's not going to happen. We've got different people on different wavelengths doing different things. And there he is. He's sexy. He's back again.
Yeah, I'm back. I don't know. Like my internet connection's pretty solid, so I'm not sure what's going on. I'm using Chrome. I don't know. Like, is that the best software browser to use or what? Like,
I mean, it might be fighting. I mean, I'm rolling through the links you sent me, but I guess I'm technically through Chrome because I have, iPhone, your iPhone, I assume. So yeah.
I'm on my laptop, so it could just be that.
Yeah, that's
I'm not. I don't know. I'm not using my phone. If that's easier, I could probably do that.
Well, I'm gonna just go ahead and ask you one straight question because I see it pop up a lot in different groups and whatnot, and I guess it's a pretty straightforward question. What is one trope that just irritates the hell out of you?
I guess that's a tough one. Because I'll read anything.
Well, that's me. I'll stop you before you answer because I don't really notice it. Like, it doesn't bother me, the tropes. Like, I know that I'm going to get the person that falls down when they're running from the killer. I know I'm going to get the person that hides the bite. I know I'm going to get all these things, and it doesn't bother me. But
okay, I'll go ahead. I know exactly what you want. Like, I know, like, what tropes irritate me is popping a pill to stop seeing something because I don't know of any pill that people take to stop seeing what they're experiencing. There's not a pill. Another thing I really get irritated with is advertising for a certain phone company that has the bitten apple. Like, it irritates me. And I might be talking just to movies when it comes to that trope because I can't stand it. It's like, we know cell phones are there, but do you really need to go to the length of advertising that brand of cell phone? Like, I just don't get it. That okay, this is another thing I hate. Have you ever covered your mouth when you are scared of something? When you feel like something's around, do you cover your mouth to stop you from being heard? Never. So those are some of the obnoxious tropes that no. Of all of them, I think the pill is the worst trope. Book.
all right. What about the use of incredulous?
I haven't.
Come on.
For
Come on, internet.
annoying. Is it working or?
Okay, you're back. So the use of incredulous and another one I've discovered recently, thanks to Matt Denneman, is how his heart, oh crap, what's the word? It shudders, it shatters, it whatever, it thunders, like just using the same damn word.
Yeah. Yep. I'm with you there.
It drives me nuts.
The word profound.
But do you profound? Yeah.
The word profound needs to be retired. I'm tired of it. It's old, it's overused, and people need to stop.
All right. Just for the shits and giggles of it, because this is the Shits and Giggles podcast, give me a line so we can retire that word.
I can't. Not off the top of my head. I'm just not. There's too many. There's too many bad
I'm
lines.
I'll tell you right now, this has got to be the moment in writing history that could possibly be the most profound moment of all time as we retire the word profound.
Okay, there you go.
Yep.
It's not super literary, but it's good. Yeah. Yep.
Get that thing out of here. But for me, it's like, I can't believe that when I threw that at you, I was so lost. I had to look at you incredulously with that eyebrow raised as you totally dismissed what I asked. There's just certain words that get overused so much, but at the same time, if you really think about it, they're not really overused. They're used properly. They're put in the right place, but there's just so damn many of us using it, and it becomes common. It's repeated over and over and over and over and over.
Yeah.
All using it because we're not breaking out the fucking thesaurus. A fucking thesaurus. What are your feelings on a thesaurus?
It when you need to, but that they have to look up. Like, be as contemporary as you can with the language. Like, I try to do a fine balance. I try to market like my stuff to a person that might be more versed in vocabulary, and then those that aren't more versed. If they're readers, they're going to look the word up. But thesauruses, I don't know. I've always used one, but I don't think it's necessary. The more I've written, the less I use it because your vocabulary evolves with the craft.
I agree. When I'm beta reading and I'm going through books or stories, say it, I count the words, how many times they've used profoundly or pressing, and when they describe something that's tight and pressing, or blood. Everybody describes blood as copper. Yep.
It's like stark contrast. Most of
and he's gone.
He'll be back. Anyway, in between, while we're just sitting here, hanging out, doing our thing. So I get on like penetrating, incredulous. All those words.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he's back.
Yep. Yeah.
So anyway, do you have any words?
Penetrating is a yeah.
So do you have any words that specifically annoy the living crap out of you?
No, honestly, I'm a pretty passive person. I get when I'm reading, I'm a pretty like forgiving reader, especially with independent authors. The word I feel like first person is beat up sometimes in the genre. Like first person is a really great perspective. It's my
No, I'm gonna stop you. Hold up. How the hell is first person beat up? Because look, I didn't get into writing because I'm a writer and I can't not write. Oh, trust me, I can not write all day. I'm an entertainer. I want to hype you guys. I'm not trying to be a writer. But when Jeff Thompson and others pushed me into writing, they got into that real big. Like, no, you gotta, you know, push certain things, and it's like, hold up, I,
Mm-hmm.
you, according to them,
I am
you got to
a
push.
person reading. It's just I feel like as a writer, you have to challenge yourself. And third person is an extremely hard point of view to write from because you're writing from your own mind. First person kind of narrows that perspective. So like you're doing it from the narrator's perspective. And if you want to do anything with other characters, you have to do it through dialogue, which in my opinion, that's a struggle. Like I've been reading a lot of indie horror authors, and what I've come across is the ones that do dialogue well do it well, but the ones that don't really, really, really drop the ball. And I'm not perfect at dialogue. I don't praise my dialogue scenes at all, but I feel like as a writer, you have to challenge yourself, especially from a first person narrative. That dialogue is key because it's the only other perspective you're going to get in a piece of art. Like you're getting the narrator's point of view, which sometimes the reader trusts, sometimes it don't, and then you're getting a perspective from the dialogue. I mean,
I,
that's just I love first person. It pulls you into a person's mind, but it's a difficult thing because I've written some really strange first person narratives, and it was hard to get into these creeps' heads and act like I was that creep, and get these creeps to be likable. And you
why
know,
they gotta be creeps though? Why do they gotta be creeps?
if you knew their if you read the stories, they are creeps. There's a guy that's a doctor that he's just a creep. He's a piece of garbage man. He likes to objectify women, and that's not me, but my character does it. There's another one that's a, a gun toter, Bible thumping character that I am not. So like to get into their heads and to be able to convince
Wait.
the
How hard was it for you to get into their heads?
oh
Ah, it's not you. It's just bad internet. Because I was going to show this. I got that at a show.
What is?
It's a creepy freaking thing.
Ooh, did you do that?
No, a young lady at the show that we did in TBR, she brought this to me as a thank you because I bought one of her books, and she gave me this as a thank you, and that was a nightmare demon that she has seen in her head for years, and it haunts her every night. And so she drew a picture of it, and she gave me a picture, and I got to frame it because you can see it's on paper. I just got to get that framed, and if I can get Ding Dong back on the damn camera, I plan on sending him a copy of Weatherly Lane, which I have a short story in, and a copy of Blood Trail, which is my own damn story, so that we can get him caught up on awesomeness. Unfortunately, it seems we are having serious problems with the internet with him, which does not surprise me. It just happens. Ladies and gentlemen, this is nobody's fault. It just is what it is. And we're dealing with it. It's what we do. But we make it happen and we get on with it. So, what we're going to do next until he pops back up on that damn screen, as we're going to talk about his books a little bit. Now, you have read one of Tim's books, yes?
Yes.
So let me ask you, for someone that was into like haha characters, comedic stuff and stuff like that, would what you have read so far fit with that motif?
I know. I don't know. Am I back or?
Yep, you're back. There
You're
you go.
back.
Okay. I'm getting like 40 megs download on my internet, so I'm not sure. I think it might just be maybe my Chrome browser or something. I don't know. Anyway, where were you?
Actually, we're going to go here. Do you have something like this that floats in your mind when you sleep at night? I had someone come to me at a book convention and give me this and say this is a creature that floats in their mind at night when they sleep, and it leads them to writing or not writing based on the horror caused by this thing. Do you have a mental demon of any sort? Something that, again, I'm gonna keep putting her up here because God, that's what this is. All it's a pencil drawing, and I'm gonna frame this. It's beautiful, but do you have any kind of a demon like that messes with you?
No. My psyche is a pretty clean place, and it's just my imagination can conjure things like that up, but as far as thinking about it or dreaming about it, I very seldom. I don't have fear easily, but yeah, I love the imagination there, and I've never personally had that sort of thing. There's a lot of creepy things in life, but I feel like the human species is the creepiest, and that's exactly that's my living breathing experience, and that's my experiment. Like I talk to so many people in person, and that's where my ideas kind of funnel in, and that's how I'm able to get into people's heads when I'm writing about them.
All right, well, I'm gonna go ahead and dive into something that I used to get made fun of, and I finally grew to the point where I just don't really care anymore. Anyway, I want to be in as many books as I can possibly be in. Do you have a space for a Jack Childress country ass redneck from Cullioca, Tennessee? Country is cornbread, ready to get into anything. A spot in one of your upcoming books?
Maybe I'm working on a book about a woman named Ophelia that's heading south, so she might just run into you, but I don't think you'd want to be bothered by her because she's becoming quite psychotic. Like she's she's on this road of blood, and she's heading towards the road of blood.
Okay, well, what if he had someone with him that was not as country as him, and her name happened to be Robin, and was with him, and maybe she could connect with her. Meanwhile, Jack's just over there on the side doing Jack things.
Well, Ophelia is and again, this is in a series that I'm not even quite bringing to light yet, but Ophelia is more of she's a teenager that had just fled her dead mom's corpse and killed one of her dead mother's Johns, so to speak. But yeah, it's brutal. But it ties into the first book, which is extremely insane. That I got them trunked, but there's a lot of weird stuff going on, and I guess
she totally needs some weird sidekicks.
I'm sure they would be fine, but in the end, I don't feel like those two characters would fit in the narrative. You know.
Okay, fine.
I mean, I'd have to almost reinvent, create a story with the both of your names in it, and circle it around there. But then I would feel like I was being offensive if I didn't peg your real life characters the
Okay.
correct way.
How about this? Because you're a writer, and as fans, we don't give a damn about your personal time. That don't mean nothing to us. You got to write. That's your job. Do it. How about you write a story using me and Robin as your main characters? Stick us in a weird fucking situation and run with it.
Yeah, I could definitely do that. It's kind of like some fan fiction, maybe. Maybe put you as characters being slaughtered by, my serial killer characters. I'm sure, like, my imagination can conjure some bizarre, unoffensive thing up.
Unoffensive? Are you fucking kidding me? Hell no. We need to be offensive as hell. Look at us. Look at us.
Yeah.
This dude right here. Offensive.
I get it. I get it. It would be just your names. It would be used in your names, not like in context only. So I guess it would probably be easy as long as I could separate the personality from the character and give them my own twist. I could probably do it.
Dude, I'm literally a character in a book where I take a bear and I turn that sumbitch into a subservient beast, and I'm kicking the crap out of it. Meanwhile, I've got a Bigfoot character that's an outcast that I'm making shovel shit out of its shell.
Okay.
So, no, trust me, you can't hurt me. Not in that regard. I'm a badass when it comes to evil. Wild Out Boys, everybody, go check it out. Go find the Bear Baron. But yeah, we'd love to be a just evil, sadistic motherfucker in anything you got, and I want to drag her along with me.
Okay. Well, I will definitely take note. You what?
I killed Jack off in my. Oh, that didn't sound right.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I say she said Jack off.
Yeah, that sounded a little racy.
Sorry. In my short story that I wrote for Phobia, I used Jack as a character, and he was kidnapped when he was a little boy. So, and he's dead. So I did that to him.
Okay. I mean, honestly, my imagination will go anywhere it needs to go to create something. I mean, I used to struggle with writing over 3,000 words, and now I struggle with writing under like 30 or 36,000 words. So again, writing is about evolving in the craft and building yourself into it. And I mean, there's so much I'm writing, and I don't feel like I could write a short story anymore. Like, I'm seeing all these submission guidelines for 3,000 to 6,000 words. I'm like, man, I couldn't tell a story. I mean, I can, but I just wouldn't feel comfortable.
It's hard.
It's harder now. I feel like the last few releases I've had have been 36,000 words, which is still beneath the novella or the novel word count.
Dude,
so
my blood trail is literally like 25,000 words. So, oh yeah, and it took me over 2 years to write that damn thing.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I get it. Like, I have 2 trunk novels. Karma Cop was a trunk novel, and my next one is a sanguine harvest type series about serial killers and cults and cannibalism and weird stuff. But I've been getting ahead because during the winter I only write during the winter, like seriously write during the winter. So I hold myself to writing a minimum of 500 words a day, and I write the date, the word count, and I hold myself to that accountability.
So now, do you keep up with Angel Ramon when he's doing his thing where he's dropping word counts on a daily basis?
No, I honestly, on social media, I basically just post and then scroll through it once in a while, and I post and I scroll through it, and I have to cut my time down because I feel like I'm being unproductive.
Well, dude, if you start following Angel Ramon, you're gonna feel like I need to do more. Because this
Mhm.
asshole, he's just clickety clack, like fucking every day. Like
Mm-hmm.
he will drive you insane. I was like, hey, I dropped 1,700 words today. I dropped 2,500 words today. I dropped 1,800 words today. He will fucking wear you out on that if you follow him.
Yep.
And I love him so
Yep.
much. He means so much to me because he cares so much about the community. But oh my God, if you try to keep up with him, you will break your fingers on your fucking keyboard.
Yeah, I believe it.
Mhm.
I do. Again, 500's a minimum for me, and I'm always doing 5 to 1,500 a day, and I get a lot of stuff done. But I just haven't. I've been learning to take my time marketing. So like Karma Cop's been finished for like 2 months now, and I just started gathering some ARC readers. I've just started getting some really good networking and engaging with social media. So yeah, it does. It works. It works. Holding yourself accountable with your word count every day works.
Yeah, and I can see how it would because you're making yourself go, hey, I've got to do this because otherwise I've got to go out here in front of these people and say, hey, I failed today. I didn't
Yeah.
do what I promised. And you keep doing it. But do you ever worry about quality over quantity?
No, because as I'm doing it, I'm editing the prior piece and moving forward with the newest piece. So by the time I'm done with the first draft, it's been at least roughly edited. Um, I I don't worry too much. I don't question anything because I'm a writer and I have to stop self doubting. I have to stop putting myself down. I have to stop self deprecating. Like, I just have to, you know, be who I
Be a,
am.
be a writer. Just be a
Yeah.
fucking writer.
Yeah.
Like,
So, yeah, I haven't been, again, I've been writing for a long time, very serious. And it's just like life. Like when you do something wrong so many times, something should be clicking up here saying, don't do it wrong anymore. Do it right. Like on every aspect of life, that's how, as a human, you should be.
all right, I'm gonna throw this out there, kind of semi, sorta, as a joke, but because it's become such a big deal, like right now, it's a fucking huge deal. Have you thought about dipping your toe in lit RPG?
Um, no, I haven't really gone outside the horror genre at all, like the typical horror genre at all, like other
Yeah,
than maybe some horror fantasy. But as far as anything outside of that realm, I haven't come to that point yet. No, I
all
haven't
right.
dipped my toes in any of that.
Okay, if you did, what style? And this is what I'm going right off in this fuck the guest up mode. If you did go in that angle, what would be your style? We're talking Final Fantasy VII Nintendo version, or more with the goggles and the full on immersive thing. How would you write yours?
My influence, honestly, would is straight come from not the first person shooter, but straight from the horror fantasy. Um, I would think it would lean more towards Tears of the Kingdom, Breath of the Wild, or Ocarina of Time. I'm a Nintendo fanboy, so I'm definitely going to lean in on my storytelling of Metroid. I don't know
Oh, he
those
said
classic.
Metroid. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I've been digging the new the Metroid Dread game, which is a couple of years old. But yeah, I would lean into those sort of themes and styles because I'm comfortable with that since the '80s. So naturally, maybe mix in some 80s cock rock or whatever you want to do. But
What about some Contra? We can't get no Contra in there.
Yeah, but I'm not really into like the book that I've read dealing with war. A lot of the books that I have even touched base with dealing with like a war style would be like Coco by Peter Straub. I'm talking like Vietnam stuff. So Contra would be okay, but I wasn't as huge of a fan as a lot of my peers during the Contra years.
Okay, fuck yeah. Dude, this is why I do these shows, Robin. To get information like that, to know that not everybody thinks Contra is the greatest fucking thing of all time. And a reason for why it is not the greatest of all time.
It was
Okay.
complicated. It was a game that was not, people praise it now, but it was a complicated game. It was tough. It was a rough game. If you played it for 25 cents a spin, it was really rough. Like you'd barely make it through like a third of the first level.
Dude, Ghost and Goblins.
Yeah.
Like chucking the spear and then boom, you ain't got no armor no more. Now you're naked.
Yeah. I enjoyed Ghost and Goblins. Gauntlet was another addiction of mine. But yeah.
Oh, yes. Love that game. So, if you did do a lit RPG style game, which style would you pick? I mean, like, you just named off 3 completely different styles. If you were literally jabbed with a hot poker and were told, pick one, you got 3. You got Contra, you got Gauntlet, and you got Ghost and Goblins. Which one are you writing?
I'd write more of a Gauntlet, Ghost and Goblins, Castlevania type is what I would probably go with.
Oh, he just brought Castlevania into this. I'm already pissed off because I didn't even bring that up because that would have been a damn good one. Because fuck's sake, Dracula.
Yeah, and I'm not a big fan of that trope, but I do enjoy Bram Stoker's Dracula, so that I lean towards that. Yeah.
Sweet. All right, what is the one genre you haven't written in yet that you would absolutely love to, but for some reason, for whatever reason, you haven't been able to do it?
I would probably say romance, because I haven't read enough. And I'm talking spicy, dark romance, like the stuff that people really love to read. And I feel like I have moments of sexual tension in some of my books. Like, Scion was an extremely sexualized book. Effucus, Last Supper had some sexual intonations. They were kind of objectified type situations with my character Effucus, but I would say dark romance or like spicy dark romance would be something I would challenge myself to do, but I just don't read enough of it to be able to to do like VC Andrews had like the right idea back in the day. She had all those taboos. She had the incestual romance, like Surprise. She was like the Nicholas Sparks of that genre, and she was just really good at it. And I was always fascinated with her books, although they were formulated and become redundant after a certain amount of books that you've read. But VC Andrews would be kind of my inspiration, and it's hard. It would be hard for me to do. Writing from a female perspective is difficult. I've done it a few times, but it's not like the easiest thing. I mean, I can do it and I could pull it off and it's believable, but it's just not super easy all the time.
All right, well, the next time you decide to do that, you need to have a main character who's all into the sexy and the weird, make guys like me uncomfortable stuff. You need to have a Robin Ginter Veneri character because she's right there. I mean, like right there. Throw her in there, make her the main one, and I will fucking read that all day, every day.
Well, if I write it, yeah, I definitely will. I have again, I like most writers, I have so many things that I'm trying to. I've been getting better at compartmentalizing every project and getting them done, and I'm trying to keep my webpage relevant. And again,
Well,
I do so much, you know.
Yeah.
yeah, well, here's the thing you got to know about us, this show in particular. We love this universe. Like, we love it. And when we get a chance to be part of it, oh my God, it sucks us in a way that can't be explained. And that's why I respect the authors that do that. Like, hey, I'm writing a book and I need like 10 people to kill off. Who wants to be in it? And then they get this flood of people that are all like, kill me,
Yeah.
and they all fly in. And I know that Robin, she likes that lovey dovey stuff, and I'm not really into it. Doesn't do anything for me. I don't care. But get that woman right there, the one I'm pointing my finger at, get her into something, and then go kill me in something. Because I know you want to kill me by now. At this point, you have to want to kill me because I'm an asshole. But,
Okay.
dude,
Well, you know, you just might make an appearance in my next book just to appease your wants and desires. So yeah, I definitely. I'm thinking about it now. I might even tweak you into something, but you're going to be a total jerk in it because people need to be jerks before I can justify murdering them. So if it's outside of your character, that's one thing. If not, then I might have hit the mark.
dude, Robin, can I or can I not be a jerk?
Yes. Total jerk. King of jerks.
Okay, I think we all have. Yep, I think men in general have that. It might be buried. The pit might be buried somewhere inside of
Dude,
us, but most of the
I
time,
literally have a wall of books behind me that I use to inflate my arrogance. Because good God, there's nothing but greatness hanging on that wall behind me, and I need to get you back there. Come to think of it, why aren't you hanging up there right now?
I don't know. I don't know. I guess I'm just
You ain't
buried.
got one just laying around, just sitting in a box, sitting on the side. You couldn't just pick it up and just send it, and winds up right
Oh,
there.
yeah. You have to remember, my office is right here, so like I have a ton of
Dude,
books.
dude, get
Uh,
that
you
book
know,
right there. Right fucking there.
I
It
have
will
so
have,
many. I mean, there's another one. Like it's just unbelievable how many. I
dude.
know this is a proof copy, but yeah.
Dude, I paid for like $20 a frame to have those. I would love to be able to post a picture saying, "Welcome to the wall." Bam! And there you are. Right up there with them. Those knuckleheads. Those crazy ass indie authors that have wound up there. Plus, we got, the bookshelf of help filled up with all kinds of craziness, all kinds of stuff. Because people need to understand that it ain't got to be Stephen King. It ain't got to be Dean Koontz. It ain't got to be any of the other damn people. Fuck them. Indie authors are the best. You
Yeah.
guys, with the stuff you put out, with the entertainment you create for us, makes our day. It doesn't have to be the mainstream crap. Don't have to be.
Yeah.
It's not a thing.
Yeah.
It's not a rule. So,
Yeah.
what's your
I
feelings
agree.
on that?
I feel like mainstream um, literature is it's overrated, and I'm in the minority when I say it's overrated.
And
I
you shouldn't
appreciate
be.
it.
And you should be. I know I'm cutting it, but you shouldn't be in the minority on that because
Right.
it's true.
I speak that way of literature, but I think even if I had a heavy metal band, I would speak that way about mainstream music. But I don't because I'm not a musician on that.
Guar.
Yeah. But writing is, the mainstream stuff. Yeah, it might be like a foundation to maybe because of the marketing capabilities. But as far as the plots, like King was an inspiration to me from the beginning.
Yeah.
Sixth grade reading Misery.
Coon.
And it stopped. It stopped in like the early 2000s. He stopped being an inspiration, but I'll always hold his style as I'll always hold it up here because he did kind of like contemporary. He did put a contemporary spin on a genre that was dying and revived it with his first book. And as far as his son, no, I feel like he's just carrying on the legacy of his dad, and he's scooping in on that market because of these other generations that are younger than us. They wanted something fresh. They pretend like they don't know he's King's son, but everyone our age knows he's King's son. So that kind of stuff, it bothers me because I don't have that type of budget to say, hey, look, this is my shit. This is my, you got to buy this. You have to put it on all your social media feeds. I don't have that type of clout. So I feel like, indie authors get the short end of the stick more often than they don't.
And you're dead on right when you say that, because I mean, I've got the J.S. Patrick's, the Chris Philbrooks, fucking Mark Tufo, Adrian's Dungeon Diary from Chris Philbrook. I mean, we've got so many
there's
authors.
I mean, I've been heavy into the female horror author genres for most of my books that I've been reviewing are female writers, and I feel
I'm gonna stop you there. Alice B. Sullivan. Have you checked out her zombie stuff?
No, I'm really not into the zombie horror.
What?
But I would say the most recent was an author that I think she has one book, Dizzy V. Moregraves. She's done a book called Choke Chain. She's given it away for free. I downloaded it and I was like, like Nikki Noir from Bloodbound Books. She has a lot of way out there dark horror, and I feel like the female perspective has always been an attraction for me because it's just on a different level of a male writer, and I just appreciate a perfect example is Babadook. It's that horror movie, The Babadook. And when I first watched that, it was before women were really on the movie making scene, heavy. And I said to my wife, I said, this was written by a woman. And you could tell by the perspective. And that's just the individual, it's just some of the stuff that intrigues me is, and I have nothing against male writers because I am one, but when it comes to like wanting to experiment and experience something from a whole different perspective, women in horror make all the difference, and they help bring that balance. And like again, Dizzy V. Moregraves, Natasha Sinclair, Ruth Ann Jagg. I don't know if I'm saying her name right.
Yep. I know.
There's just a slew of them out there that just get little recognition, and so I feel like we could do better as indies, like kind of umbrella, like including everybody. And I'm trying to get better at that. I'm trying to really embrace that part of the indie world.
Dude, I am totally on board with that. I am 100% on board with that because I've got so many women author friends. I got one right here in front of me, like staring at me, give me the glare. Yeah. Women can write horror. Trust me. If there's anything a woman can do, it's bring horror to you, and they don't have to write it. They can simply walk into a room while you're sitting on the computer tapping away and give you a look. with the head, like
Yeah.
this, that head look. They ain't gotta say shit.
Yep.
You see that and you go, "Yep, I'll empty the dishwasher," and your ass gets up and moves. Like that's horror. That is
Yeah.
true power. Women
Yeah.
can't
So
write horror.
yeah, there's a handful. I've met a couple in person at that Scares That Care. Lucy Leitner, uh, Christina Wojo, and I won't even try to botch her last name, but she just recently released the book Sick, and it was such a great read. I can't say enough about most of these that I've met in person. Um,
Okay, now have you had the pleasure of meeting Ruth Anna Evans in person?
no, I've worked with her for cover art because I've been doing a ghostwriting project for a shaman, and uh,
Man,
she
she's good. She's good.
she does some good. Yeah, I have read her medical horror book that she
Oh
had out.
my!
Man, I'm hitting a blank as the name, but yeah, she's extremely. Erica Summers is another one. I really enjoy her work. Again, I'm just trying to grab some of these female writers that just don't get enough recognition as far as I'm concerned.
All right, before we go any further, I'm just going to ask a straightforward, simple question: why should everybody check out Tim Engel?
Well, I think they should just check it out because I write with a certain flair. It's not even a flare. It's like a dim flame that just gets dimmer as you read it, and it just sucks you into these people and their lives and it in their minds, and it just takes the reader into a place that's liminal. It's supernatural. It's nutty. My mythos is in this town called Stevitz, and it's just there's no particular state, there's no particular city. I refer to them as Stevitz and the city, and it's very liminal. It gives you this feeling like you're home, but only if your home was this dysfunctional world that never gets better, until the end. So that's why I think people should read Tim Eagle. It's just I don't know, been doing it for a long time, and I'm just getting started, I feel. So
All
yeah.
right, dude, I'm excited about diving into it. Now I got to ask you this because I've got an issue with my eyes. I mean, I don't see well, so I tend to consume most of my book loving through Audible. I assume I can find you there.
No, it's one of those things I haven't branched out to yet. It's been on my agenda, but it's just Audible's a whole other animal as far as getting finding a
Okay, wait, wait,
narrator.
wait, wait, wait. Why is it so hard? Is it just the animator? Because, dude, I know animators. I've been doing this shit for like 6 years now. I know animators.
Audibles are for lazy people.
Yeah, but I don't think that I have to be very particular. Like if I was reaching out to some narrators that for Krae, which is a first person book that is from a female perspective. So I needed a female narrator, and they were really overpriced. And I know Audible definitely gives you that royalty sharing.
Yes.
I've just never
Dude.
I just can't cross that thread. Like again, I'm so busy. I do a lot of side gigs on top of working during the summer. I ghostwrite, I do website development for a couple of companies, and then I work, and then trying to balance so to me that would just add another level. So if I were to do that, I would have to start small and work my way into it. But
wait, to me, it's more like, hey, you willing to do a royalty share? Like, if our book sells, you get money, I get money, and we just go with it. Cool. All right, done. What the fuck?
Yeah, I find to me it's more complicated than that because number one, Amazon has a massive monopoly to make it easier,
Oh yeah,
and
you got that right.
I don't like that, and I don't like side contracts like too much when it comes to that. So Amazon would be the easiest most pain-free way to do it,
Yeah.
other than narrating it myself. And I was explaining to
Yeah,
Robin
don't do that.
earlier.
I'm going to go ahead and say that right now. Do not do that. I'm talking to you right now on this show. Do not narrate your own damn book. Get
Yeah,
someone that has like character, stuff going on.
they're thespians.
Let them
Yeah,
do
they're
it.
actors. Actors and
Yeah.
actresses do narrations better. I'm not an actor. I
Like I
can't
said,
act
I
my
could
stuff
be
out.
like, oh, hello. I would like to totally get this function from your thing, and I would stick it in someone's neck. No,
Right.
no, don't do that.
Yeah. Audible is on my list of things to do. It's just I'm not there yet.
God
Again,
damn it.
I'm still navigating the world of ARC readers and building a team of reviewers. I'm a slow person. Like when it comes to that, I can do everything, but like as far as engaging with people, I'm just learning the ropes and trying
Well,
to.
dude, I can tell you this right up front. As a reader, once my eyes went to going bad, I stopped reading. Like for over a decade. Like literally nothing. I didn't read shit. And then when I wound up in the hospital because of a big hand injury I had, a friend was like, dude, if you're bored, Mark Tufo, I'm sure you know who he is. I'm freezing on it, waiting. You know who Mark Tufo is. Shit. Zombie Fallout, one of the greatest fucking series of all times. He told me that he had the book one of that free on Audible. So I was like, okay, cool, because I was into the zombie thing. And so I downloaded it, and it changed my entire life. Like, not my world, my life. Like, I became so obsessed with this series that I started looking for other series. I started looking for more books. I started looking for more things because I was so hooked on one series. Changed everything. That's why I want you to find you a fucking narrator, a good one, because a good narrator can take a good book and make it great. And that is a fact.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that. I had the first chapter of Stolen Seed read
Never
on
heard of it.
YouTube. What's that?
I've never heard of it.
Yeah, it was done by Bloodbound Books. They ran this one chapter video that narrated the first chapter of Stolen Seed, and they asked me if I could give a free copy to someone who responded in the comments. And I said, yeah, I'd definitely mail one out. And the guy who narrated that first chapter nailed that book. And I was like, man, I wish if only, and I started thinking about it. And then I'm like, man, at the time I had too much stuff going on. Like we were consolidating and we were getting ready to full-time RV and stuff. So I kind of put it on hold, but I really enjoy the sound of my books coming to life.
Dude, I'm telling you, hearing a good narrator take your characters, give them a voice, and oh my god, especially if you can afford to have a sound effect here and there thrown in. Even if it's just like, I'm gonna go full on Dungeon Crawler Call here, so all the fans of DCC are gonna totally get this. New achievement! You have officially unlocked the ability to have a narrated book. Congratulations on this achievement. You achieved the ability to be kind of cool. You're not totally cool. You're sorely missing on the whole idea that you're not a best-selling author, but you have created the voice, a brand new thing, and it's made people happy. Congratulations. Rewards! You have received 2 hobgobblers and a health potion. Congratulations.
Yeah. You could, yep.
Like, it's that ridiculous what that universe has become. And, dude, you can do it. You can do it. You can do it. I know you can do
Oh
it.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
totally can. Totally can. Yep.
When I evolve to that point in my writing, I definitely it's on my agenda. It's just far down the list right now.
I know, I get it. But I'm bad about irritating my author friends about like the next thing. Because right now I'm bugging Chris Philbrook to the point where I think he's ready to stab me in the neck uh, over his Diggory Finch stories, because he's
Yeah.
still he's locked in on his new one, which is a lit RPG, by the way, um, Undead Glitch, where I'm still focused on fucking Diggory. I want Diggory, and he's like, nope, working on Undead Glitch right now. Asshole. Now, how do you feel as an author about doing that? Like you got like 2 or 3 different fucking novels going at the same fucking time. The meantime, assholes like me are out here going, where's the next book from the other thing? Well, I'm busy with this one. How do you feel about doing that?
I don't know. I think I'm pretty consistent. So like my vasectomist series or my vasectomist collection, I was releasing them 1 to 2 a year until they were completed this year, or actually last fall. And Last Supper was the last book. I felt like I was pretty good about getting them out. I feel like most of my readers were more impatient with my female character is their favorite for some reason in that collection. And like Scion took me forever to get it out because I had to fill that story in. And I feel like that was the most anticipated book, even more anticipated than Last Supper. So I've been pretty consistent as an author. Like I don't like to start a series unless I can commit to releasing them once a year or once every 6 months for my readers. I don't want to keep people waiting. Like I don't like to wait, so I don't want people to have to wait.
All right. Well, let me ask you this in more direct.
Mm-hmm.
Are you still a reader?
Oh yeah, I'm reading probably about 1 book every week or more. Yeah,
Good
I've
God.
been I've been
What's
trying to support indie authors more and more. I
dude?
post
You
the yeah.
dude, you sound like fucking Angel Ramon right now. Fuck.
But I
That's
live the life.
I was
I
gonna say I can't keep up with that. It ain't
I
happening.
I live the life. I have a very free life, so I have time for reading, writing, television watching,
All right. Well,
that sort of thing.
I'm gonna call you on this then. Are you familiar with the writings of the one, the only Angel Ramon?
No, my circle of writing friends I feel like I've put myself in a corner and I've been trying to expand, but your social media feeds are only as good as social media. So as far as like
Mm-hmm.
getting into
Yeah.
Yeah, right here. You need to get
okay,
right fucking here, and that's in a frame, dude. That's in a frame. I mean, I don't just put people in frames because I think, I should put them in frames. I put them in frames because I think they're fucking awesome. Angel Ramon is somebody that needs to be on your TBR and like at the top. You need to go ahead. Rats and Margaritas has this really sexy there's this really sexy bounty hunter who happens to be named Jack Childress. You need to check that out. Frogs and Margaritas. I ain't involved in it. I ain't in it. Nowhere to be found. But good God Almighty, still so much fun. And this is from a Puerto Rican kid just out there just trying to make it, trying to make a name for himself.
Yeah.
Need to check him out. But you see this nuts that I've got behind me. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
good God Almighty. I've got, and everybody up there is an indie. Everybody up there is an indie. I can put you on a path that will cause you to not write for like 6 months. Like you'll be just all in on reading and or audiobooks. Totally. Because
Okay.
oh my God, everything up here is so good. Everything up here is so good. Oh, check this one. I'm gonna pull this one down. Oh, pull this one down. That right there
Yeah,
is written by a
Jackie.
teenager. A teenager came up with that. It's a kid's book, 100% kid's book, and he's a special kid, and I'm very proud of him for putting this out. So, I mean, to authors out there, I will continue to say this for every fucking day. Write the fucking book. Get the fucking book done. Get it to an editor. Get it done. Because then you get guys like Tim Eagle right here that have been down the path. They have been down. They've been down. They have had their ass whooped by someone telling them, well, that sounds stupid. That don't work. That's not the
Well,
right way.
that's my editor. Usually by the time people read it, it's not, I'm not getting too criticized at this point, but my editor will beat me up most times, which is fine. I love it. I laugh and I grow from it. So, yeah, one of my editors he's a sci-fi writer, but he's done a really great job for my books. Brent, his name is Brent D. Seth, and yeah, phenomenal writer, but his editing is top notch. And
How many
yeah.
times have you told yourself, I wish I'd have started this sooner?
I feel like I started at the right time. I just didn't
Okay.
do enough of it at the right time. I didn't jump into it because I was raising a family, working a full-time job, and maintaining a household and being present as a family person. So I just feel like I started at the right time, but as far as taking off and supercharging, I wish I would have supercharged my own writing a long time ago when I first started, but I never supercharged it until as of late, probably I'd say within the last 4 years, 5 years, when I've really been trying to elevate, my brand and my book. So yeah, I wish I would have started supercharging my brand way back because I feel like I could have made more progress today had I done that then. I would have fit in with all of the black beard people, no grays on their beards. I would have felt less awkward reaching out to people in a chat. I just, that's the only thing I regret. But as far as like, I feel like I started at the right moment, you know.
Well, hang on. I'm gonna do
Yeah.
something live here on camera. Just as well I can, because it's me. Because you said
Oh boy.
the main thing, you didn't feel like you went live enough. You didn't push hard enough. And I've noticed something with a lot of authors that are on Facebook. They push hard, and it seems like every couple weeks they're pushing hard again. They're fighting hard again, and they're still not winning. It's like, what the fuck? And I feel like it's not them. They're not doing it the right way per se. So let's say Karma Cop. That's your big one right now, right? That's one you'd like to see get sold.
Yeah, that's the one that's coming out in March. Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Well, let's take a peek. Okay, we're looking. Karma Cop.
Santa Claus,
That's a good one.
Bobblehead,
Yeah.
Trailer Park.
What about Witchfinder? Witchfinder?
Not so much. She's not really the main character is not a witch. She's just a miserable person, I guess.
Well, no, it popped up as a extra suggestion. I just saw that on the bottom, like, well, what the fuck is this? So we put a follow directly on Tim Eagle because, guys, I'm telling you, this is why I do these shows. It's not for Stephen King. It's not for fucking Dean Koontz. I don't do these shows for them. I do these shows for Tim Eagle, for Mark Tufo, for Chris Philbrook, for fucking Nick James. I do these shows for the indie. I do these shows for the guys and the gals, Courtney Constantine, C.A. Hopes, that write brilliant stuff. And right now, I'm going to look. I'm about to get me a book. That's going to happen. Ladies and gentlemen, this show is for the indie, and we are here for them. Dude, thank you so much for doing this show today. Thank you so much for being here. And I'm about to do my thing like I always do my thing, and I'm going to start off like I always do. Robin, where can everybody find you?
robinsreview.info and Reading Between the Spines Facebook group, but underscore before each word. Well, after each word.
All right, Tim. First off, dude, I am so happy I met you today. You have lit me up. You've got me excited again about writing. I'm trying to help a friend write some shit, and I'm just kind of along the way about it. You have helped me so much feel better about doing it. So thank you for that. But most importantly, where can all of the fans of this show find you?
My website, timeaglefiction.com, or just Google's your friend, Tim Eagle. That's all you have to type in. Skip the Scottish Parliament guy. Skip the guy that works in the federal government, and just type in Tim Eagle. Tim Eagle author, if you want to be real specific. I'm the only one out there. timeaglefiction.com. You can buy reasonably priced signed copies of my books. Browse my catalog, pre-order my books. You could see where some of my adventures in my RV, the mothership, takes me. I'm everywhere. I have a very large internet presence. So yeah, just check me out.
All right. Well, since the damn app wouldn't play fair with me, I did this. Booyah, bitches. Look what I got.
Yep.
I got me that. It's mine. It's mine. Have it.
All right. Yep.
Now
Last Supper. Yep. Now you gotta read the first 5 books. So yeah.
Son of a bitch.
You probably don't have to, but if you read that book, you're gonna be sadly you're not going to feel it as much, but that's okay. You could start somewhere.
All that matters right now is that I'm on the Tim Eagle fucking train. I'm ready to fucking ride. Let's fucking go. Everybody, y'all met the guy. We've had him right here on the show. You've got to talk to him. You want to tell me you don't want to hang out with this guy? You don't want to have a beer with this guy? Seriously? Really?
I prefer edibles, but yeah, a beer would work. You know.
Ooh, wait. Can we? Would we? Could we? Maybe. Just a little. Just a puff. Just a little puff. Just a little poof. Anyway.
I don't know. What state are you in? Because I'm kidding.
I'm in a state where that is completely illegal, and I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this has been another spectacular episode of the Shits and Giggles podcast. I am the idiot that probably just got himself fired, but that's okay. We have just hung out with Tim fucking Eagle. We're about to learn more and more about him, as he is going to be the next big indie fucking guy coming up the fucking ladder, and there ain't a damn thing you can do about it except. And yeah, I know that sounds weird. Yeah, but except, you're going to have to do it. Anyway, thank you for all tuning in this week. From Robin Ginter from Tim Eagle, I am your toothless terror Jack Childress. This has been the totally fucking awesome Shits and Giggles podcast, and we are